Did mainstream media just announce the housing crash without even realizing it? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So buckle up and strap in as we blow the lid off yet another real estate topic. Why, you ask? Well, of course I'm going to tell you, because if we lose the U.S. housing market, we lose everything. We will be thrusted into a Category 5 red alert recession, a deep cycle recession, not a correction, not a recession. In fact, a deep cycle recession categorized as a depression that we haven't seen for approximately 100 years. And throughout recordable history, depressionary levels of downturns have in fact happened approximately every 100 years like clockwork. And we're in fact in the 100-year cycle. As the last Great Depression was ushered in 1929. This thing could pop off any given moment, and we all watch the news, right? If it bleeds, it leads, which leads us into today's, in fact, topic. And I've talked about this. Insanity is stuff, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We got the housing market in another housing bubble saying this time is different. It's not. The only thing that's different this time is potentially worse. It's better to be prepared for something and have it not happen than have something happen and not be prepared. Millions and millions of people are not prepared. Leadership continues to push blame. They are in fact responsible for this housing bubble. They had targeted stimulus, making real estate agents like me essential workers. I'm an essential worker. Oh, this is great. This is great. Just what I've always aspired to be, an essential worker. We were designed. We were robots out there pushing homes in a limited inventory environment with FOMO, upward pressure to obtain these low interest rate loans. And now the thing's going sideways. It's flatlining at best. It couldn't sustain itself. Shocker, spoiler alert. I reported on this. I warned about this from day one. And now where was the mainstream media when I was here day one? When we were knee deep in this thing and everybody was just pouring in like a casino climate, where was mainstream media reporting on the dangers of letting the housing market exhibit bubble behavior? They weren't there. Why? You ask why you had to rely on people like me, Scott Walters Real Estate, to share this stuff with you? Because it's handed down by where? A newsroom. They're not forward thinkers, critical thinkers. They're reporting on topics, that's it, that have to be approved by somebody else. But now, here's the scary part, and I've warned about this. I have warned about this. Contagion. See, here's the thing, friends. Let me take us back in time for just a moment. In 2008, we had a housing crash, a housing bubble, ultimate big crash, biggest one on record until this one came along. This one's now threatening to eclipse it. This one's threatening to make it look like a warm-up. See, in 2008, we had internet. We even had smartphones, but the social media climate was nothing like what we have today. It's all about that. We live our lives on social media. We live our lives for clicks and views. We base our self-worth on how many likes our posts or videos get. That's not good. That's not healthy, friends. That's the environment we live in. I got kids. I got grown college-age kids, and they grew up in this digital age. And even me, I was a video gamer as a kid. I'm a salesman. I'm all over social media, obviously. But listen, the first step of getting past a problem is admit there's a problem. I can check my phone habits, but unfortunately, the majority of Americans can't. And even me, myself, who knows that I need to control my phone habits, has a hard time doing it. I have a phone habit, right? We all do. So the reality is this: good news travels fast. Bad news travels faster. And that's what we're going to see in this bubble. You see, contagion will spread its ugly wings really quick. Where in 2008, we didn't have toddlers and grandmas on their smartphones scrolling. We do now. So this thing, contagion, is going to take care of it. And so here's what we're seeing now. Now, this is what, it kind of irks me on one level, right? Because, my job is always not to scare, it was to prepare. Just, hey, you guys, I'm just a real life guy here on YouTube, real estate agent, do a ton of business and this don't pass the smell test. Something's not right. Other agents are like, oh, isn't this great? This is the best thing ever. This is going to last for. No, it's not. It's not lasting forever. Why? That's because 75% of active realtors didn't do what? Sell even one house this year. That's scary. It's over. And I remember in 2008, that is what we got. If you better know how to work in a downed market, you better have saved some money. Most of them didn't. They based their cost of living on this bubble income that's now going away. So they're not going to be able to pay their bills. You never want an agent in worse shape than their clients. There's a lot of agents out there in bad shape. I've watched my income reduce, but I don't care. I have my cost of living way below my earning threshold. I didn't max it out. This was the era of max out your earning potential and spend, and pour into these markets. It was a casino climate, and that happened in the 1929 stock market crash, my friends. Retail investors poured in like it was a casino, a slot machine that continued to pay out. But here's the thing, friends. We're going to cut over right now. I'm going to show you my gosh. All I did was do a YouTube search of, housing market. Now mainstream media is reporting on the dangerous housing market. They are doing what we've been doing now. They're, in fact, following our lead. They're following YouTube creators to see what's trending, or they're just acknowledging, in fact, the elephant in the room. But for the longest time, all these same people we're about to look at, this is where I want you to be very, very careful about who you're getting your news from. I don't care what you watch, ABC, NBC, Fox, I don't care, CNN, I don't care. Where were they? Warning people that you might want to play it cautious in these times. They were doing the exact opposite, but now they want to warn people? Yep, let's jump over and take a look. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. Here we go. First up, where is future opportunity in the housing market? Well, it sounds like the real estate bubble is ended, and now we're reaching for where is there even opportunity? Let's keep going. This is the last thing we need for housing, a real estate expert reports. Well, where was this real estate expert 2, 3, even 4 years ago when I was here blowing the lid off it? Now they want to report chasing data. Chasing data will not save you, my friends. Let's look a little further. Step out of the way, Mrs. Real Estate Expert Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, now saying this is the biggest problem facing housing. And again, everybody piling on the bandwagon. Too little, too late. Where were you 3-4 years ago? Let's see some more. Well, a real estate expert and a television personality wasn't enough. Here's Grant Cardone saying housing cannot be fixed in the country. Now that is a hard one right there, my friends, as he is a big real estate guy. I think we get it. Let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. And there you go. So this is the point, friends. When you see this, I hate to say it, this is the potential nail in the coffin. Everything revolves around the U.S. housing market. It will have a global ripple effect if and when we lose it. Because the U.S. housing market, let me repeat, and please listen up to this one. The U.S. housing market is the biggest asset class in the world. Not in the state, not in the U.S., not in a handful of countries, in the whole entire world. And that's why we had so many foreign investors coming in and buying U.S. real estate. Unfortunately, they bought it at the top of the biggest real estate bubble ever recorded in world history. And we're seeing cities now starting to fall one by one. Unfortunately, many people still have their head in the sands because they're not looking outside their local real estate to see how other areas are behaving. If their area is behaving okay at the moment, they seem to think this time will be different and they're safe. I saw this in 2008 and now I'm seeing it again. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy. I want to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Mainstream media, welcome to the swimming pool. I just busted you. You should have been reporting on this when I was reporting on the dangers and pitfalls of a euphoric housing market. You weren't. You came to the party late, and now you're trying to sugarcoat it and let people know that you're here for us. You should have been here for us from the beginning, and that we could have solved a lot of this, not letting this thing become a runaway train that left the station off the rails. Two-headed monster that's out of its cage. A risen interest rate environment with runaway inflation. That's a recipe for disaster. That's all we needed to know. Right now is the time to play it safe. I'd never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself. Protect yourself in these times. There's going to be there already is buying opportunity. If it's cheaper to own than it is to rent in areas, those are the areas we need to go after. If you see those areas and you need a high-level agent, reach out to me and I will help you. Unfortunately, mainstream media is not, and that's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Simply reach out to ScottWaltersRealestate@gmail.com. I'll find you there. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.